My fiancé sent me a text on a Wednesday afternoon while I was at work. We were 3 days away from the wedding set for Saturday. The message read, "Hey babe, just wanted to be upfront with you. Derek reached out, and we've been talking. His dad has cancer, and he's having a hard time. I'm going to stay with him Thursday and Friday night to give him support and get closure before our big day. Nothing will happen, I promise. The wedding is still on. Love you, Derek." Yes, Derek. Her ex-boyfriend of 4 years. The same man she swore was firmly in her past when we started dating 2 years ago. I read the text 3 times over, trying to make sense of it. Then I replied with 5 words. "Do what you need to do." She texted back instantly, relieved. "OMG, you're amazing. I knew you'd understand. This is why I'm marrying you. You're so secure and mature. Can't wait to be your wife on Saturday." I put my phone down and stared blankly at my computer monitor for several minutes. Then I picked it up again and started dialing numbers. The first call was to the wedding venue. "Hi, this is Thomas Reed. I have a wedding scheduled this Saturday. I need to cancel." The woman on the line gasped. "Oh my, is everything okay? Just so you know, you'll lose your deposit." "That's fine. Cancel everything. The catering, the flowers, the DJ. I don't care about the deposit." She hesitated. "Sir, are you absolutely sure?" "I'm sure. Process the cancellation immediately." Next call, the honeymoon resort in Hawaii. Cancelled. Another deposit gone. Didn't matter. Third call was to my best man Jordan. "Dude, the wedding's off. Can you tell the groomsmen?" He was stunned. "What? What happened?" I forwarded him her text. There was a long silence, then finally. "She really thought you'd be okay with that? Unbelievable. What do you need me to do?" I told him I had already taken care of everything. He just needed to spread the word. By 6 p.m., everything was canceled. I'd already gone to our apartment while she was busy at work and moved all my belongings out. On the kitchen counter, I left the engagement ring and a sticky note. A little closure of my own. That night, Brooke had her bachelorette party. The timing couldn't have been more perfect. Her maid of honor, Gretchen, worked as an assistant at the same venue where we booked the wedding. Even though she wasn't on shift, someone there would notice the cancellation and mention it. I switched my phone off and headed to Jordan's place to wait for the fireworks. The first blast came at exactly 9:23 p.m. Jordan was scrolling social media, since I'd blocked everyone in advance. He showed me Gretchen's Instagram story. Brooke and her friends in matching bride tribe shirts, celebrating at a rooftop bar, completely unaware. But then at 9:23, Brooke received the automated cancellation email from the venue. She had insisted on being CC'd on every vendor email to stay organized. By 9:31, Gretchen had posted a new story. Emergency. Does anyone know where Tom is? Brooke is freaking out. At 9:35, Jordan's phone lit up. Gretchen was texting him. Is Tom with you? Brooke is losing it. The venue says everything's canceled. This has to be a mistake, right? Jordan replied, no mistake. She fired back. Why would he do that? Jordan. Ask Brooke about Derek. There was silence for 20 minutes. Then she texted again. He's overreacting and ruining her life over nothing. Sure. Over nothing. Meanwhile, Brooke was apparently in tears. Jordan just shrugged. Sucks to suck. The next wave came from Brooke's mom, Helen. She somehow got Jordan's number and left 17 voicemails. Her voice was frantic. This is ridiculous. The wedding is in 3 days. Tell Tom to answer his phone immediately. We have family flying in from all over the country. He's being childish. Brooke did nothing wrong. We'll sue him for the deposits if we have to. Joke was on her. Everything was under my name. And then, the cherry on top. Derek himself started texting Jordan around 11 p.m. Bro, tell Tom this is a misunderstanding. Brooke was just being nice because of my dad. Nothing was ever going to happen. He's really going to throw it all away over 2 nights? Tell him to be reasonable. Jordan just sent back. My guy, you literally told the groom you were spending 2 nights with his bride before the wedding. What did you think was going to happen? Derek tried to spin it. It's not like that. Jordan replied. It's exactly like that. Derek. Brooke said he was cool with it. Jordan, does he look cool with it? Later, Brooke's cousin uploaded a video from the aftermath of the bachelorette party. Brooke was on the bathroom floor in her tiara. Mascara streaked down her face, while her friends tried to comfort her. In the background, someone said, "Maybe Derek can fix this." Brooke screamed back, "Derek is why this is happening." So much for her claim that nothing would happen. By Thursday morning, the day she had planned to start her closure sleepover with Derek, I woke up to Jordan laughing at his phone. Brooke had made a public Facebook post at 3 a.m. To all our loved ones who were coming to celebrate our wedding this Saturday, it is with great sadness that I must share the wedding has been postponed. Tom is suffering from a mental health crisis, with severe paranoia and false accusations against me. I'm committed to helping him through this difficult time. Please keep him in your prayers. A mental health crisis? Paranoia? Cute move. Two could play that game. I logged onto Facebook for the first and only time and posted one screenshot. Her original text about Derek. Along with it I wrote, "No mental health crisis. No paranoia." Brooke told me she'd be spending the 2 nights before our wedding with her ex-boyfriend. I wished her well and canceled everything. That's all there is to it. Simple, direct, and true. Turns out Derek's dad isn't even sick. He was at a golf tournament just yesterday, posting pictures like nothing was wrong. Make of that what you will. The internet lit up instantly, but the real storm hit Thursday afternoon. Brooke decided to show up at Jordan's apartment with backup. Her mom Helen, her dad Roger, her friend Gretchen, and yes, unbelievably, Derek himself. Jordan had his Ring doorbell running, and with my permission, he shared the footage. Helen wasted no time. "Thomas Reed, open this door right now. We need to discuss this like adults." Roger chimed in next. "Son, I don't know what kind of game you think you're playing, but you're going to fix this. Do you realize how much we've already spent?" Then Gretchen added her plea. "Tommy, please. You're not being reasonable. Just talk to me." And then Derek, this clown, pipes up with, "Bro, come on. Don't do her like this." Jordan's voice cut through from the speaker. "Did you seriously bring the guy she was about to spend 2 nights with to convince him to take her back?" Silence. Then Brooke tried to explain. "It wasn't like that." "Oh yeah." Jordan pressed. "What was it like?" I needed to make sure there weren't any leftover feelings before I got married." "And?" Jordan asked. Long pause. Then Brooke snapped, "That's irrelevant." "No," Jordan said. "That's extremely relevant." Roger switched tactics. "Look, there are 150 guests. The rehearsal dinner is tomorrow. You can't just do this." "He already did." Jordan shot back. Then Derek, of all people, tried to step forward. "If I could just explain to Tom man to man." Jordan didn't miss a beat. "My guy, you are the last person who should be here right now." Finally Gretchen tried to calm the waters. "Brooke, maybe we should leave." Brooke wasn't having it. She exploded. "No. He doesn't get to humiliate me like this. Tommy, I know you're in there. You're being pathetic. You're going to regret this forever. I was doing you a favor by marrying you." "A favor?" Jordan echoed through the speaker. That was the nail in the coffin. Helen tried one last threat. "We're going to make sure everyone knows what kind of man he really is." "Cool," Jordan said. "Tom already posted the proof. Anything else?" They lingered for another 10 minutes, tossing out empty threats, before building security arrived and escorted them all off the property. But the night wasn't done. Brooke headed straight to Derek's apartment anyway, and posted a story from his couch. 2 wine glasses in view. Caption: "Sometimes the universe shows you where you're really meant to be." Yeah. Looks like canceling the wedding didn't stop those closure plans. By Friday morning, the next wave hit. The country club where the rehearsal dinner was supposed to take place called me. "Mr. Reed, there seems to be some confusion. Miss Patterson is here insisting the dinner is still happening." "No confusion," I said. "It's canceled. She's saying she'll pay for it herself," the manager explained. "That's fine. Then she needs to make a new reservation. The Reed Patterson dinner is canceled." "Understood, sir. But she asked us to charge it to your card. When we explained we couldn't, she became very upset." I could hear shouting in the background. Is that her right now? I asked. Yes, I'm afraid so. She's demanding to speak with you. I'm good, thanks. Have a nice day. Not long after, Roger tried calling from a different number since I'd blocked him. Tom, this is Roger. I'm at the country club. They're calling the police on Brooke and Helen. Is this really what you want? I want nothing, I told him. I'm just living my life. You're destroying hers, he shot back. She destroyed it herself in 2 nights, I said. You're acting like I'm ending everything over one text. Did she tell you she posted from Derek's apartment last night after the wedding was cancelled? Silence. Then Roger muttered, Yeah, I saw that too. Still think I'm overreacting? I asked. He hung up. Meanwhile, the fallout was plastered all over social media courtesy of Brooke's gossip-hungry cousin. Apparently, Brooke and Helen tried to cobble together a replacement dinner at a restaurant. Out of 60 invited, only 12 people showed. Derek, naturally, was one of them, sitting right beside Brooke. Even her own sister walked out when she saw him there. And then came Friday night's masterpiece. Brooke went live on Instagram, half a bottle of wine deep, tears streaming. I just want everyone to know the truth. Tom is making me look like a cheater, but I didn't cheat. I just needed closure. Derek and I had unfinished business. I wanted to go into marriage with no doubts. Tom said he was fine with it. Someone commented, Girl, you're literally at Derek's apartment right now. She tried to shift the camera, but Derek's unmistakable wall art was right behind her. It's not like that. We're just talking. Another viewer chimed in. Didn't you say Tom was having a mental health crisis this morning? He is. He's crazy. Who cancels a wedding over a text, she ranted. Reply. Someone whose fiancée tells him she's spending 2 nights with her ex. Brooke broke down harder. You don't understand. Derek and I have history. Tom never understood our connection. The live stream ended when Derek reached over and said, Babe, you're making this worse. Babe. By Saturday, I had checked into a mountain resort for some peace and quiet, far away from the circus. But Jordan kept me in the loop. Turns out, about 30 guests still showed up at the original venue, dressed for a wedding. Why? Because Brooke and Helen told them the ceremony was just postponed, and to come anyway. The venue, however, was busy hosting a corporate retreat. So there were Brooke's bewildered relatives in gowns and suits, wandering around while tech bros played trust falls and team-building games. Helen tried to bully the venue manager into giving them space. The police got called again. Brooke's sister Diana, who had walked out the night before, texted Jordan, This is insane. Mom and Brooke are telling people Tom had a breakdown. Meanwhile, Brooke's been at Derek's since Wednesday. To top it all off, Brooke's dad finally did some digging and learned Derek has been divorced twice and owns absolutely nothing. No house, no car, no assets. But hey, Brooke's convinced the universe brought her to where she's meant to be. He's parading around like she's his soulmate, and honestly, it's humiliating. Then came the real twist. Derek's supposedly dying father, the one whose illness Brooke had used to justify everything, actually showed up at the wedding venue. He thought his son was tying the knot. But when the truth surfaced, that Derek had lied about breaking up an engagement, and even used fake cancer to win a woman, his dad exploded in front of everyone. You told people I had cancer just to steal an engaged woman? I raised you better than this. Brooke jumped in, trying to smooth it over. It's not his fault, Tom. You're overreacting. Tom looked her dead in the eye. You're engaged to another man, yet you're spending nights in my son's apartment. You're both garbage. Chefs of trash. Whatever. Perfect timing. By Saturday night, Brooke made one final desperate move. She came to the apartment we once lived in together. Her name was still on the lease, mine wasn't. I'd just been splitting rent. She texted me a photo of herself wearing her wedding dress. In our old bedroom. This should have been our night. I'm here if you want to talk. I didn't call. I didn't even open the door. I just sent back. Check your email. I'd already notified the landlord that I was moved out and wouldn't be covering next month's rent. She couldn't afford the place on her own. Her reply? You can't do this to me. My answer? Already did. Good luck. She asked, Where am I supposed to go? I suggested Derek seemed comfortable enough. After that came a flood of 43 voice messages. I never listened to a single one. Now for the final fallout. Brooke and Derek are officially a couple. After she got evicted, she moved into his studio apartment, which just happens to be in his mother's basement. That's their grand love story. Meanwhile, Helen and Roger's marriage collapsed. Roger was furious when he learned Derek wasn't the successful man Brooke had painted him to be. He also discovered Helen had pushed the whole closure angle because she assumed Derek had settlement money. When Roger confronted her, she admitted she'd never liked me because she thought I lacked ambition. I'm a software developer earning 6 figures, but apparently that didn't cut it. Roger later emailed me. Tom, I'm sorry. I failed you as a father. I should have raised her better. You dodged a bullet. I wish I'd had your courage to walk away. Even Derek's father reached out. Kid, I'm sorry my son turned out this way. You seem like a good man. His mom and I are cutting him off until he finally grows up. The cherry on top. Brooke tried to start planning a wedding with Derek. She called the same venue. They turned her down flat. Then she tried 3 other places, only to find out they'd all blacklisted her and her family after multiple incidents. Helen's police run-ins sealed their reputation. Her cousin, the one who kept posting all the drama online, told Jordan that Brooke now complains Derek won't propose. He just keeps saying, "We don't need paperwork. What we have is beyond marriage." At Thanksgiving, when Derek casually mentioned he doesn't believe in marriage anymore after 2 failed ones, Brooke lost it. She screamed, "You ruined my life for nothing." Derek shot back, "I thought you loved me for me, not just for a wedding." They're still together, but miserably so. She's trying to maintain the perfect couple image online, but people have spotted Derek on dating apps. She pretends not to notice. As for me, life's never been better. I got promoted at work, probably because ditching the wedding stress freed up so much mental energy. I've started seeing Elise from my climbing group. She thinks the whole saga is hilarious and said she would have done the same thing. We're taking it slow. No pressure, no wedding drama, no exes needing closure. Funny enough, I ran into Gretchen at a coffee shop. She apologized for her role in everything. She told me Brooke had been texting Derek for months before that infamous Wednesday, planning those closure nights. She'd even bought lingerie for it. Gretchen tried talking her out of it, but Brooke was sure I'd roll over and take it. She was wrong. The signs were all there. The constant comparisons to Derek. The just friends text she'd hide. The time she told me during an argument that I was lucky she'd chosen me. A wedding with her would have been a disaster. Divorce would have been ugly and expensive. That text about Derek? A blessing in disguise. And get this, Derek's ex-wife even reached out recently. Heard what happened. Welcome to the club of people who escaped that train wreck. By the way, he'll cheat within 6 months. He cheated on me with 3 women. My response? Not my circus anymore. And it really isn't. Oh, and for everyone wondering. Yes, I recovered some deposits. The photographer refunded half. The cake vendor gave me everything back except materials cost. The venue and catering kept their shares, but honestly, every cent lost was worth my freedom. One last note, stop asking about Elise's climbing gym. That's weird. And Brooke, since I know you're reading this, Derek's on Bumble again. Screenshots are floating around. Good luck with that.